Well, hey, it's Cheryl Shauna, aka Sunshine Murray on IG, and we're live. And thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. You see, it's a new channel, so I appreciate all of the comments, whatever comments. I appreciate the subscribers that I do have. Thank you for tuning in. I like when I look and I see that people are tuning in. Um, it's been a couple of days, you know, and it's time to get into it. And tonight, if you, this is a very serious topic tonight. If you have children, you probably should let them leave out of the room, and I'll give you a chance to do that. Anybody over under the age of 18, because this is a very serious topic tonight. And I would like people to come in on the live chat and comment about this topic. I did tag some of you on my Facebook channel. Some of you will see this after it is broadcast, and that's okay. The live chats or live comments, I leave the comments open. But tonight we're talking about a hidden secret that some men have. Not all men. It's not. This does not affect a particular group or anything. Giving you guys to get the children up out the room, or if a child under 18 is watching this, it's not. I wouldn't say that it's appropriate for children, but I wouldn't want children hearing this conversation. It's not. It's well. It's not probably appropriate for children, small children. Um, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe, hit like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can see more videos like this. And I do different type of videos like how to and information videos. We do all kind of things here, stress reliever videos, doing particular things that everybody enjoys. Okay, tonight's story. Tonight I'm going to tell a story, and also this topic is about things, some men hide the fact that they were either molested or raped. And before we get into it, and before we get into the comments, I'm just giving you guys a time to chime in. What you could do is right now, like, just share this video. This is a very important topic. Hit the subscribe button, like, hit the notification button, and also definitely your comments and your opinions are so well valued. This is what this channel is about, hearing from the viewers. Okay, I'm gonna get into the story. So, not just one friend, but I've had several friends that have had an issue with molestation and rape, and I know that people probably feel comfortable talking to me, so they would never share this information with anyone else. But I'm gonna get into a real deep situation about a friend of mine had. So, um, a while back, um, I ran into a friend, and this is a friend of mine's friend. I ran into a friend, I'll say that, and this is a friend of mine, friend, and because we were friends, and I met this friend through my friend, and how can I say this? Because I want you guys to get everything that's in the story, because this is real. So, just getting to it, I met him through another friend, and we were all friends. I realized later on that they were a couple. I didn't know. Okay, so me and this friend, we were out, and we were going, to be about our money and modeling and everything. And this friend was going through a lot. Um, During the course of us going out to go modeling and doing modeling gigs, and he would pick me up and we would go out and we would go, hit a couple of modeling gigs and try to get some money, because this person is a very attractive person. Okay, so I've never asked or I've never cared about the person's sexuality until one night he called me. He was like, Chero, I need you to watch me go to sleep at night because these demons keep attacking me. And I was like, what? When somebody's saying something to you, at first at first thought you not taking it in all the way seriously, like, or you just not comprehending. And he was like, I'm gonna leave my phone on. Could you just watch me till I go to sleep? And I just want to get a few minutes of sleep. And he was like, these demons keep attacking me every time in my sleep. And I said, what are they doing? And he was like, they're having sex with me. And I was like, and you can feel it? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, all right, you don't judge anybody or anything. You know, it I, it could very well be happening because demonic spirits can, do things. And so he was like, I want you to see it. I want you to see it. I'm gonna leave my phone on, just for a minute. I just want to get some sleep because I feel like if you watch me, I'm like, what? I'm not understanding. Like, he was like, I just want somebody to see this and view it for themselves because people don't believe me or whatever. And so he um we was talking and he fell asleep, and I think we both fell asleep. And in the middle of, I don't know how long it took, it might have been an hour or so, I don't remember, he was like, stop, stop. And he was jumping around, and it really looked like something was attacking him. So I don't know if this was just mentally or physically or whatever. And then I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And he was like, I'm telling you, things be attacking me in my sleep. That's why I asked you, could you, like, watch and look, or so I can get some sleep. I was like, this is just insane. Like, you probably, we should need to talk to a therapist and stuff like that. And he was like, a therapist ain't gonna help me. Like, he was like, I don't trust nobody. And then as we got into it, like, days going by, weeks going by, we still going doing our modeling gigs and stuff. He was living with our friend, but he moved out and he was like struggling. He moved to one place, it didn't work, then he moved to another place and it didn't work. And so we'll get back to that. And basically, as we would talk on the phone and he would like, please just talk to me till I fall asleep or something like that, he would begin to tell me that his uncle was molesting and raping him since he was 5 years old. And like, he, on the outside, this dude looked like a manly man or whatever. Like I said, I've never even thought about or even care what his sexuality was because I wasn't interested in, we wasn't interested in each other at all like that. Of course he wasn't, of course not, because he had a whole man. And but I guess out to the world they didn't want anyone to know that they was a couple, because I didn't even know they was a couple until basically he finally told me later on. But we'll get more into that part of the story. And basically said he had an uncle that had been raping him since he was like 5 years old. And I said, did you tell anybody? He was like, yeah, I went and told, um I think he said his dad or his granddad. And then like, they started raping him too. And I think a pastor started raping him too. Like, oh my God. Like, that's why I was like, some men walking around here with a secret, and it's not just a secret. That's why they're angry, depressed, because in this society, we tell men that they can't cry and they can't feel anything. And I think men don't say anything because they feel like they're a man. And if they told someone that someone sexually molested them or sexually raped them, that they would like feel like less than a man, not knowing that you're just a human being and you shouldn't feel less than a man. And rape is rape, and violence is violence, and molestation is molestation. And it's like, oh my God. But moving further along into the story, everything began to come out. And like every situation that he had in his life was an older person, having sex with him, a male. And I was asking him, have he ever been with a woman? I'm just asking questions. How did he feel about that? But he even never had the chance to even have any type of relationship because he'd been getting raped and molested all of his life. And now, when he sleeps alone, here's the demons. Okay, so now getting into it, when we first was doing our modeling and stuff, because we did it for like 4 months and things like that, we were going meeting up, or he would pick me up, or I pick him up, or whatever. And like I said, nobody was doing anything, dating anything. We was just out here trying to help each other, going to photo shoots and things like that. Now, I didn't know that him and our friend was a couple. So apparently, our friend assumed that me and him was dating or romancing the Stones or whatever you think, and he had put him out. But he never told me that he had put him out. He never even mentioned it to me until like 3 months later it came out. He was like, yeah, he put me out because he thought that me and you was dating and stuff, because we was like doing modeling gigs and just trying to get money every day. You know, we were doing modeling gigs, photo shoots for people, hooking stuff up. Um, you know, and basically our friend, just because our friend stopped talking to me, so I didn't even know that they was a couple until my friend told me, like, yeah, we date or whatever. We just don't let people know. I just act like I'm his caregiver or whatnot. Now, and I was like, and then at this point in time, he was at a group home, and I was like, go home. I was like, y'all arguing because we're going out every day or whatever. So that's another different side of the story. What's most important here is every male figure, and I believed him in his life, took advantage of him and took that as an opportunity to rape or molest him. Because if you're not over 18 years of old, sex is not consensual. And it's like he had an angry streak about him, but it's more like he was such a nice person that he wouldn't take it out on anybody else. He would take it out on himself. And that was the sad thing about it. That's like depression, anxiety, feeling like you don't have anyone to talk to. But I guess we was talking about it and we was getting through it, because I remember him starting to get good sleep at night and demons not attacking him. Because I would be like, man, you just got to get some sleep. If you feel something on you, just shake it off. And I was like, that's just a tormenting spirit, and things like that. Because he would be flipping around. He would try to be under the cover, and he was not capping. He was not making this up. He started screaming. I would see him waking up, and I would be like, I just feeling so like, what the heck is going on? And then some things like that you can look at it spiritually, because maybe legions, they call it legions, maybe legions had attacked him or something, or just the fact that all of his life, maybe someone was, not maybe, but all of his life somebody was violating him all of his life. That's mental and that's physical pain, you know. And that's just one of the things that a lot of men keep secret. Now, I was watching a video the other day, and one of the OGs that was in prison said that this was actually really true. If you was new guy in the prison, that they'll drag you back somewhere where it's not no cameras at, and 20 to 30 people will be waiting to have their turn with you. Like, that sounds like excruciating pain, mentally and physically. Men, we have to stop being predators. And I believe the OG. He was a well-known person. I'm not going to say his name, but if you just look, some of you probably already know who I'm talking about. And I believe what he said, because he was telling the young men that jail is not for you. You think jail is for you. You think you tough. You think you rough until you get in here and you young and you new and some dudes. What is wrong? First of all, listen. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to love. I'm not caring about anybody's sexual preference. Rape and molestation is not tolerated. No one should take no one's body from them if they're not consenting to it. And I know that this person, if they're in jail, is not consenting to 20 or 30 different guys that they don't even know running, just like running through him. He's a person. And what is this? Is this supposed to be some type of lesson that you're supposed to learn about going to jail? Like you shouldn't have did that, because now we hear like, wait, I mean, men, this is another man, and it's not a consenting man, and you're not supposed to be having jail sex in prison anyway, unless you're consenting married adults. We really got to find a solution for our men, because they don't have nobody to talk to. That is just straight frustration. And I'm not saying all the men don't have anybody to talk to. The majority of them, though, because a few of them reach out to me and talk to me about stuff. That's why I'm on here talking about it. I got a call the other day from a young man, and he was like, yeah, am I supposed to be dating my pastor? No. If it's a well-known pastor, no. If it's not a well-known pastor, no. No. Really? Dating your pastor? Are we serious here? We got pastors hitting on young men, and young men asking me, and they 14 years old. And I'm like, no. I'm like, did y'all do anything? He was like, no. I was like, are you curious about it? He was like, no. But I was like, so, like, what went on? He was like, well, he asked me, have I ever been with a boy before? I'm like, oh my God, tell your parents. Tell your parents now, and don't let anything happen. And some people like to sweep things up under the rug. And some people, like in my friend's situation, he went to the people that he think that he could trust. And these people is probably who did it to the person who done it to him. Like, oh my goodness. We have to protect the mind of our men. We have to, it's like, and then if you ask a man if he been raped, or a man, or he been raped or molested, they feel like you taking some of their masculinity from them. But I'm telling you, men, if you have any been raped or violated or anything, it's something that you should not hold into yourself. You could actually seek therapy. You need therapy, because there's a child in there that was violated and raped, and the world turned their back on them, and you didn't say anything because you feel like if you did that, and it's probably some dudes out here now that have that issue when they were younger, and they're out here dating other men and don't even know why, because that's the only experience that was the first experience that was forced on them. I'm just talking about in cases of molestation and rape. I mean, what is going on here? It is just not cool to force yourself on another human being body sexually and physically. And people try to act like they're not in their right mind, but right mind, you in your right mind if you know how to make a choice or not. You're in your mind. You're in your right mind if you know how to make a choice to do something or not. Anybody not in their right mind or can't control their mind can't do nothing, because they're out of their mind. They're just sitting there like a vegetable. So I don't want to hear about, people not in their right mind. I know we face mental challenges and things like that, but this is just men pouncing on men, and that is just crazy, and not even giving men a chance to live. You want to, like, what happened? What you want to, like, what is going on? We need to get to the root of this. This is why, like, a lot of the men are hurting. They've been hurt and they can't even tell nobody. They don't even have an avenue. A woman, she could go around all day long. Like when I was younger, I didn't even consider and think about men being violated. because I was raped and molested, and I was like, oh my God, I was raped and molested. And that was the story that I said for many years. I overcame it. But when I started realizing that boys and men were being raped and molested also, I'm like, what in the world? We really need to look at this as a mental health issue, because it's spiritual, it's mental health. It's a lot going on here. It's a lot mixing up here that could be solved. It needs to be solved by people keeping their hands off of other people and not forcing sex and molestation on them, on children, teenagers, children, any dude, any an adult. It's bad enough that you're in jail and you're being faced with the time that you got to face. Now that's just like straight hell. Now it's somebody dragging you, and then he also said that, and I've also heard allegedly that some of the guards don't even be paying attention to what be going on. If you somewhere, don't nobody know that you back there, and it's a lot going on, too. So who says even other guards, even in some situations, even care about it? But to be dragged in a room and 30 or 40 men have their way with you, that sounds like just extreme horror, like terror. To be raped by males in your family and males all around you at a kid at 4 or 5 years old seems like you could just scream out. Like, what type of experience? What is that? Is that breaking somebody's soul? Is that breaking somebody's spirit? That's not anything macho, because anything macho is not a tactic to use to break somebody else down. Being macho is when you're, being that on your own. Be like, what is that saying? Like, that's just mixed up to me. I'm doing what? That's, you're just a predator. And you want to force something on someone that maybe was forced on you that you didn't get help about, or just because I don't want to be judging here, but some of the stories that I've heard in the last 3 to 4 days have been very compelling to me. And they was like, talk about it. And so I'm not expecting them to join the video or anything, but at least they'll be able to watch it. At least I'm here talking about it. But and I've heard about men going to jail and people just, taking advantage of them like a gang of people. What in the world? Uncles, brothers, pastors, school teachers, coaches. What is it? Is it some freaky spirit that come upon predators to say, "Let me rape this person"? What is it? Because whatever it is, it has got to stop. Just sending out love and prayers and good vibrations to the men that have survived being raped and molested. And some men are just living their lives, living normal lives, whatever that is, and haven't gotten any therapy or was able to talk to anybody about it. Like, oh my goodness. Like, just sending love and good vibrations out to the men who just keep it to themselves. But you don't have to. Find a support group. Find They got virtual support groups now, free. Find somewhere free virtually to talk to. Don't hold that in on yourself like that. And if it's something that has just moved on from it, okay. But even though the situation about the young man in jail, oh my goodness. And whoever this pastor is, you out here asking 14-year-old boys about sexual preferences, you need to sit down. You need to be removed. I wish he would tell me your name, but he didn't. And I hardly even know his name. It's somebody that I don't um, like known, their parents or whatever. It's somebody that I just been talking through over, uh, like the direct messages and stuff where they'll come and ask questions if I'm giving some videos and things like that. But we need to help our men. Um, I mean, what do we do? Do we just say forget it? They just men. They a man. They can handle it. They can handle being molested and raped by family members or people that you're supposed to trust. Like I said, the stories that I've heard in the last 2 weeks have been off the chain. I must repeat it again. Pastors, stepfathers, fathers, uncles, cousins, off the chain. Next door neighbors. Like, what in the world is going on here? We have got to help our men, those that have been raped or molested. I don't even know where we would begin. We could talk about this in the future. We could begin to talk about this. Leave some comments in, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get these subscriptions up so we can talk about more stuff like this. But most of all, leave your comments so we can continue on. We need to start talking about some solutions and what we could do to help our men mentally and physically, those that have been affected by molestation and those have been affected by rape. It's almost like a silent killer. You know what I'm saying? We have to let our men know that they can be comfortable sharing things with us and they wouldn't be ridiculed or whatever, for coming out or even just trying to get help. Okay, so I know this was a very, very deep topic. We're going to continue to talk more about this topic. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, share this video if you know someone that was molested or raped. We do have resources. There are resources. You can also, just like if there's a rape hotline, you can Google different type of rape hotlines where your conversation and what you're telling the person is confidential. It's confidential. I don't have any numbers offhand. I can definitely put that up in the next video because we're going to continue this series about the secret that some men keep: molestation and rape. And it's Cheryl Shana on YouTube. It's Cheryl Shana. Follow me on TikTok. I will follow you back. Yes, I will. I was followed banned for a minute because we really serious about getting the numbers up and following each other. But I think it's over. But I'm gonna just chill. So if some of you had followed me on TikTok, just give me a second to follow you back because I followed a lot of people within the last couple of days. So that caused a little rift. And it's Sunshine Murray on Instagram. Some people ask me, what is the Sunshine Murray Instagram? Sunshine Murray had an Instagram for just as long as a Facebook. She's the model. That's what Sunshine Murray is. She does photo shoots, videos. You can see a lot. It's the majority of the people in the city. I have people that I know, like P. Dot, Juicy Marie, TT, several people. I have. If you go to this YouTube channel and go to my videos, Lisa Spakes was so fluffy. You'll see some of the videos that I've actually modeled and was a video girl in. The best one I liked was with Foolish and Coco and Delicious and the gang that and everybody, and we did it over on 7 Mile. They shot some shots somewhere at the high school first, but they came over to 7 Mile, over to the Asian corned beef, and Asian corned beef. That's where he got it in the roll. And we did such an awesome video. It was Fat Queen. I'm Sunshine with the pink hair, and I am thankful for having that opportunity. Just such memories I have doing work in Detroit. So that's what the Sunshine Murray page is for. Um, okay, and tomorrow I am going to be on Mashiba Web Artist Fusion at 6 p.m. February 4th. That's tomorrow, Friday at 6 p.m. You can call in 313-855-5737. Make sure you guys call in, or you can definitely link in the Mashiba Web Artist Fusion show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Black Legal Defense Matters.com. Okay, go over to that website if you have any legal matters. And it's Cheryl Shauna, aka Sunshine Murray. Going to get over to the next video. Going to complete some things tonight. You can meet me over there live. Thank you for you guys who tuning in. Thank you for you guys who's going to tune in. Thank you for the few subscribers that I've had. I really appreciate it. All right. Good night. See you over in the next video.